PSA, if you're looking for a Reddit channel with zero personality and zero commentary, this channel may not be for you. Hello, my beautiful little Redditlings. Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite Reddit fairy. My name is Lorna, and today we're getting into some r/ChoosingBeggars. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. My brother-in-law, the anti-beggar. Posted by user FireIce1992. Backstory. This happened a few years ago, but I remember it well. My sister and her guy were living together and had a pond. He did not realize how terrible they are to clean and asked my brother and I to come and help him clean it. It was a big pond, like 3 feet by 3 feet and 1 foot deep at least. And we told him it would take most of the day because we are absolutely not experts. Just to note, none of us mentioned money. We figured he was with our sister for so long that he was family, and he thought he was just gonna pay us what he felt was right. To the story. We go over on a regular Arizona summer day, so it was hot as hell. We realized he was out still, so we shrugged and got to it. About an hour or so in, he shows up with breakfast for himself and us. We joked for a few while we ate, and then went back to work. He helped out and it was coming along nice until we found a massive centipede and we stopped to figure out how the fuck do we move that thing. Then of course dared each other to do dumb shit to grab it because we are guys. We finally get it out and move it to the bushes when brother-in-law says he has to leave, hops in his car and is gone for another hour. B and I just keep at it, scrubbing the algae and gunk out, stopping occasionally to hide from the sun. Brother-in-law shows back up with lunch, expensive burgers. I don't remember from where, but they were divine. We eat and laugh about how well it is coming along, and brother-in-law goes inside for a hat. B and I joke that we made out like bandits because we just wanted a 12-pack and a pizza to help, and got 2 full meals. When brother-in-law comes back out, we finish the last 2 hours of sterilizing and prepping the thing for fish. He asks us to set up a cover to keep the cats out, and we figure it out and start filing it. Brother-in-law disappears again and comes out with a wad of cash. This is where the weirdest fight of my life happens. Brother-in-law. Hey, thanks a ton, guys. That sucked ass, so I figured $1.50 each? B and I look at each other confused. Brother-in-law. You know, $150 for each of you? Not enough? Fine, $200 last offer. B. Dude, you're a family. We came over to hang out like we do and help make a shitty job more fun. Me. Besides, you fed our fat asses twice today. I think we are good. Brother-in-law. Right, so you can lord it over me later? No, take the cash. B. $200? Are you insane? Family, at least the parts we like, we help just to hang with them. The shittiest job can be fun with the right company. Brother-in-law. I will pay you. I do not do the favor game. I always lose there. Me, seeing we were going nowhere. $20 total. It buys us dinner on the way home. That way you fed us all day. B looked at me and realized the same thing I did. It was more of a pride thing for brother-in-law, I think, and nodded his agreement. Brother-in-law. No! You worked all day and deserve more. B. You fed us and helped, man. $20 is fair enough. Brother-in-law. 100! Me. $20 total. Take it or leave it. Brother-in-law. Each. I don't want to rip you guys off. B and I. Done. Grabbed our cash and left very confused. Later that night, we found out from our sister that since he has money, no one even in his own family will just help him. He has started to come around that we like him and help just to harass him while we work. However, he does fall back sometimes to the "this cannot be" mindset sometimes. That's kind of a cute story to start off with. Oh, this guy must have been burned really bad in the past, like to not accept help from, family, chosen family. I mean, not chosen. I guess they're not chosen because you kind of fell into that family, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, they're not your blood family, but it's another family. Like, that's what families do for each other. They just help out. That's what I would do. Like, oh, you want me to help you move? Okay, buy me some coffee and, get some pizza and okay, we're good. You know, that's what you do for family. You don't expect payment, but that's too funny. I like this story. Literal choosing beggar, but it's actually awesome. Hosted by user Kai Frenos. For setup, I park for work in a giant car park that's shared by a McDonald's and a supermarket. The supermarket also has a sandwich deli that serves fresh, huge, pretty healthy sandwiches and similar products. This was after work and I was famished, so I decided to be naughty and grab a snack from the McDonald's. As I was doing so, I got stopped by a beggar asking if I could help him out with some food. I'm somewhat jaded with encounters such as this, so I say I can get him a specific thing from McDonald's if he's happy to take that, not just offering cash or going to get badgered. The beggar looks nervous, clears his throat, and says he would prefer something different. If possible, sandwiches from the deli are more filling and healthy than a McDonald's snack. If possible, and only if possible, would I mind getting him a sandwich from the deli instead of a cheeseburger or whatever? Dude looks so ashamed and nervous about asking me to go an extra step on his behalf, but he was right. I tell the dude not to sweat it and wait right there. As I'm making the order at the deli, I tell the worker about the whole thing. She finds it so sweet, she gives me 3 sandwiches for the price of 1 to take out to the guy. The guy tears up when he sees the small feast I've brought out for him, and I tell him to thank the deli worker as well since she contributed too. He mutely offers me one of the sandwiches and we go back and forth for a bit. He's insistent that this is so nice, I need to have one to enjoy myself too. It's only dropped when I point out that the sandwiches were specifically a gift from the deli to him. It would be stealing if I took them. So, the guy was, literally, a choosing beggar. I was going to offer him a cheeseburger or some chicken nuggets. He specifically tried to choose something else. It was also one of the nicest moments in my life. Thank you for reading. Oh, I like this. Oh my god, I feel bad for saying that. No, I do like I don't even know what I'm saying now. Oh my god. But this guy, I feel really bad for the one that asked for the sandwiches. And I don't blame him. If they're right next to each other, that's not really going out of your way. You know what I'm saying? But like, my heart just hurts for these people. I wish I could just help them all. I really wish I could. I wish I could just like buy a little piece of land and build like all those little mini houses on them and just have a little community for them all to just go when it's cold and they need shelter and stuff. That'd be nice. And then I'd have animals and like cows and horses and maybe a zonkey. Oh my god, okay, I'm rambling. Let's get into the next story, my dudes. But before I do, don't forget to smash that like button, tickle the subscribe button, and turn on notifications for future videos just like this one. Asking an underpaid art teacher to paint murals for free. Posted by user Suns-An-Moons. This isn't my story. My art teacher told me it the other day. He's been through a lot of stuff while working at my school, but this is the most beggarish one I've heard. My school decided they wanted a new mural in the gym, so they asked my art teacher to do it for free. He agreed, but said he needed a week before he could start because he had a family emergency out of state. This, of course, wasn't good enough, so they hired somebody else to come in and paint the mural. When my teacher got back, the administrators complained that the mural wasn't good enough, so they asked him to touch it up for them. This made him incredibly mad that they first asked him to do it for free, then paid a stranger to come do subpar work that my teacher would then have to fix, also for free. Bonus story. This same teacher used to paint cars and vehicles, and one time he painted a bear on someone's motorcycle, and when he was done, the guy asked if he could pay in cocaine. Oh shit. Oh my god. That would really piss me off if, like, but then again, did he mention any money at the beginning? Did they say, did he try to bargain with them, like, anything? It doesn't mention that, so I'm wondering if maybe he did mention that, if he would have gotten paid for it, but who knows? But if say he did try to negotiate, and they said, no, you're doing it for free, and then I found out that they paid somebody else to do a shitty job. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, nope, it's gonna stay like that. You can maybe try to get some of the students to fix it, maybe for extra credit or something. I'm not doing it, bitch. Choosing Beggar begs for change at neighboring store. Comes into my GameStop to shop for Xbox games. Posted by user NeoGalax. Never thought I'd have a choosing beggar moment, but here I am. I was raised to be grateful for food and not take it for granted. I always do my best to give a helping hand if I see a homeless person or a beggar. Well, I work at a dyeing company that rhymes with FrameStop, and I don't make very much. We neighbor a certain store chain that has red circles. I was walking over on my lunch break to grab a pretzel, and a guy stops me and asks for any change. I tell him I don't carry cash. I don't. And I'd be happy to grab him a hot dog from the cafe. He says that would be great, but asks if I'd get breadsticks instead. $3, so it's no biggie. And I obliged. Grab my pretzel and some spicy cheese and the Choosing Beggars breadsticks. I walk over and give it to the guy, and he seemed pretty happy, and I go on my way feeling good and munching on my salty goodness. Sorry. Until the guy walks into my workplace. I'm all okay. Maybe it's hot outside in the sun and the guy wants to cool off. It's whatever. Nope. He's buying a game. Wall of Duty, which is $65. I keep it professional and go about the transaction until he asks me again if I have any change to spare. I say calmly, no, I don't, and it is inappropriate to ask while I'm working. He then asks if he can have some money from the register. I tell him to get out before I call the cops, and he dipped. I hate people. Edit. Spelling and grammar. What? Okay. As, oh my god, I'm gonna fail at saying this. As Baka said, wow, I'd like to know what it's like to live without shame. That pretty much sums it up. Like, that guy has no shame whatsoever. Like, what? Can I have some money? No. Can I have some money from the register? No. Like, what? Oh my... Either he's got some mental condition where he's got like a 2-second goldfish memory, or I don't know. There's just something spun with this one, I think. Someone just buy the baby a damn place to sleep. Posted by user Skinsurance. I'm selling a bassinet on Facebook Marketplace, and a woman messaged me asking for a discount. I declined, and she agreed to pay full price. I then turned down other buyers and set aside a morning for her to collect. But she didn't show. She messaged me an hour later saying she'd found the exact same bassinet cheaper and wasn't coming. Her husband has been messaging me since then, trying to get me to sell it to him cheaper. First $10, I declined. Now he wants $30 off. And I really just can't figure out if they know I'm the same seller. I told him the price has gone up by $20, so we'll see. Update. He didn't want it for the higher price I counter-offered with, and I told him that was probably a good move, as his wife told me she's already bought one for cheaper. He tried to tell me she was his friend. I sent him a picture of a baby in a drawer and said that this was a free option, and he said that he thought it was a great idea. So pleased I could be of service to this choosing beggar. Oh my god, really? Okay. I'll admit, like, my parents, I'm pretty sure I remember my dad telling me a story that they did this with me when I was a kid, just like temporarily, not for like a prolonged period of time. I don't know if they were like setting up my crib or what, or I don't know. Maybe they took me to somebody's house and I fell asleep. I don't remember, but they put me in a drawer like this with like blankets all around me, and like you can't roll out, so it's not a horrible idea, but there's no mattress in there. They're sleeping on a freaking like wood slab. That's not cool. A poor little baby's back, man. Oh my god. These people, this is the people that I just cringe to know that they have children. Like, oh my god. Let's go into the next one. Thank you for the free soup, but you should have made it this way. Posted by user evasive-cupid. Long-time lurker, but finally have a story. Also on mobile, so sorry. My dad is a sous chef and likes to try his hand at making new things at home he hasn't before. He recently got a pressure cooker for Christmas, so this weekend he made homemade Italian wedding soup, which was bomb. He made a lot, so he brought some to his mom and brother who lives with her. This was the conversation the day after. Here's the cast: Dad and Uncle. Dad gets a phone call from Uncle and talks for a bit before asking how the soup was. Uncle: yeah, it was good, but you made it wrong. Dad: what do you mean? Uncle: you should have put egg whites in it. Egg whites always go in this soup. It doesn't. Dad: no it doesn't. Uncle: yes it does. Make it again with the egg whites and then bring me that one. My dad just laughed and quickly ended the combo. But, wow! Edit, spelling. No, egg whites don't go in Italian wedding soup. What the fuck are you talking about? What? I mean, you can add egg whites to any soup you want, really. All this motherfucker has to do is grab that soup, throw it in a fucking pot, add some egg whites to it, and let that bitch cook for a little while, and you're golden. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so fucking lazy. If you like it with egg whites, just fucking add some. Don't try to make up a lie that this dish is supposed to have egg whites in it just because that's how you like it. You fucking jerk. All right, my dudes, and let's get into the last story of the day. This one is called A Real Life Choosing Beggar, posted by user Penapox. I was in Vancouver's downtown east side, which is notorious for its drug use and homeless population, because I needed to visit a friend. After, I went down to the bus stop across the street when a homeless older lady stopped me. She asked me for some milk, and I gladly agreed, thinking that I could spare $5, until we walked in the store and she started asking me for $20 to get a hotel room and a bunch of other stuff. I was visibly getting uncomfortable, so I started backing away, and my bus was there anyway, so I just jumped on. This lady, dead ass, follows me onto the bus. I mouthed help to the driver because he saw her following me, but he did nothing, which was expected. The lady then says, "So, are you gonna help me? You're not gonna help me?" And then she proceeds to call me an asshole and walk off the bus. Lady, I only agreed to the milk. Jesus. Okay, but did you get her the milk is what I want to know, because that doesn't really... I mean, she asked for milk, asked if he could spare $5, walked into the store, and then she asked him for 20. So it doesn't even sound like he gave her anything, to be honest. So, I mean, it is pretty scary to have somebody follow you like that. But if you're gonna offer to buy the milk, just buy the milk and there you go. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's a shitty situation all around, really. I'm not calling OP a shitty person by any means, but it's just, just give them what you said you're going to give them, though. Otherwise, this happens. But, I mean, this woman could be crazy, too. Who knows? I don't know. I'm rambling. I could be completely wrong because I didn't see it happen. And, again, nothing against OP. Don't attack me, please. My fucking God. All right, my dudes, that's all the stories I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos just like this one. And as always, the links to these stories will be in the description, so head on over to Reddit and show those posters some love with some upvotes. You know they deserve it. And as always, don't forget to submit your stories, your GIFs, your photos, all that fun stuff. All the 5 billion kajillion different ways you can contact me are in the description below as well. Join the Discord, all that fun stuff. All right, my dudes, I hope you guys have a fan-fucking-tabulous day. I hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Rock on, my little dudelings.